So, I'm building a van. With all van builds and all projects like this, even when you're done, you're never done.
Hey everybody, we're in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we're staying with some friends. And Glenn is doing major renovations on the cubby van.
Okay, this is a friggin' mess.
In the last 10 years, the opportunities to live and work on the road exploded. I don't know if some of you experienced this during COVID, but if you're working at your kitchen table, it's like the work never ends. The emails never end. And so for me, I get to come over here and do my work in this nice big area with this big window and then go chill out. And that was possible because I renovated my dinette. First thing I did was I got a trunk organizer to go on the other side of the dinette because I'm solo on the road. So there wasn't anybody sitting over there and it was just wasted space. Then on this side of the dinette, you can see that I actually removed the bench. It was so easy and it made the biggest difference inside of my rig. But after that, I had to figure out what to do with the back half of my RV and the bed. Mattresses that come in RVs are not great. They're thin and they're uncomfortable. You might think that they're great when you first go into the dealership and sit on one and you think, ooh, this is really nice. But after a couple of weeks on one, you find that they just kind of lose their shape. And if you're going to full-time or even part-time in an RV, you have to make sure that your bed is comfortable, because if you have a bad bed in your RV, you're going to be a cranky camper. Now, when I'm not working, I have this great chill space back there. I put a bunch of pillows on the bed and made it into kind of a day bed area for the day. And then at night, it's like my little nest. And you would think that it would feel small in a 16-foot trailer. It doesn't. It feels huge back there and soft and comfortable. And I get the best night's sleep.
Hey guys, Grayson and Harrison here. Today we're going to be doing RV renovations.
As soon as you move into a van full time, there's something that you'll learn about it, and there's something that you'll decide that it would be better this way or that way, and you're going to want to change it, and that's part of the fun.
When we initially built the van, we had a reverse osmosis water filtration set up. So this right here is our massive, tremendously bulky existing water filter. So let's go ahead and pull this thing out. Honestly, it was impeccable. But my biggest complaint with it was it would discard 50% of the water. This is a UV LED water purification system. Like we said, it does not discard any water. And one of the other pluses, it actually runs on 12 volt as well. So let's go ahead and take a peek, see what we have.
Both of those are just essential for being in a van or being anywhere that you're trying to conserve.
I went ahead and put the rails in the back of it already. And I'm basically just putting it in here and finding the right spot for the mounting point, taking my pencil, and I'm going ahead and marking.
This water filter is so easy to use. It has a pre-filter that filters out heavy metals and lead, and then it goes through a UV purification system that filters out all the bacteria so that we know that we're drinking safe water.
We have our water filter mounted right there, and then we have our filter headed right there.
Another RV renovation that we did is we finally decked out the back of our van, and we also finally added a headliner to our Sprinter, which was really nice because it just gives us more storage. We live in this thing full-time, year-round, and we don't want to have to go travel back to some home base, so we can swap out some equipment. On top of our shelves, in the rear, the lip of it. It looks amazing and it feels amazing being able to have more space in our trunk. Opening up that space is a game changer.
What we have here is a little storage area, and underneath the storage area is our water tank. And a couple weeks ago we developed a leak in this, and it seems like it only leaks when we fill it up. So it may be a loose connection up here or something, I don't know. I'm gonna have to fill this up today. I'm gonna have to find that leak and fix that leak. Such is life on the road, these things happen. And then when I'm done with that, you may notice that this area is currently pretty empty. And that is because after spending 3 months in Baja, we realized that the van was just too heavy. Okay, this is a friggin' mess. It turns out that the leak is either in the back or on the bottom of the water tank. So I'm having to take the entire water tank out of the van. What a pain in the ass.
Did you find the leak?
And it's right there in the corner, which is why it only leaks when I filled it up. I'm only here a couple more days, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, but there you go. Such is life on the road. So what I did was I got some JB Weld water weld, and we put it down in there, and we're gonna wait for half an hour or so and see how it holds, because it hardens pretty quickly. I've used it before, and there's no warranty offered on this thing, but they may offer me some money back or a new tank, I don't know. This is super light, but yet it still feels pretty sturdy because I have it all screwed in. And I did get the water tank fixed, but guess what? Titan DIY kits came through with shining colors. They are my hero in this because I told them what happened with the tank. I told them I believed it was a flaw. I did not have a warranty. I've had it for 3 years. The return policy is 30 days, but guess what? They sent me a brand new tank.
As novice builders with a very limited timeline, we had about 6 weeks from when we started to when we had to be on the road. We did not want to touch the electric. It was more than enough for what we needed, and we were able to reconfigure it based on our layout. So all we did was change the kitchen layout. Instead of one long line here, we were able to change it into 2, one on each side for more of a galley style. And it's been really nice having just more counter space and a little bit more room to move around. So the first thing we did was remove the original seats that it came with. It was just too bulky to keep everything right here, and it really blocked the whole living area. So we got an entirely different car seat that when we take the car seats out, it actually folds up and stores against the wall. So we chose a 32-gallon wheelbase water tank from Carrie's Camper Vans, which is great because it is designed to fit over the wheel well of the ProMaster, and it saves so much space. So we just fill it up with a hose using the inline filter that many RVers use, and then connected under the sink is actually a clear source water filter. So it's filtered multiple times, and it allows us to safely drink the water, which I'm stoked about, because having all these plastic gallons of water, trying to figure out how to prepare to have water for days and days on the road is kind of a pain in the butt. So to have 32 gallons, we get several days worth of drinking water. We can brush our teeth without fear of any kind of issues. Van build nights look like this.
Yeah.
But now with the new setup, we have much more space. This actually removes entirely, and we have like a shower pan that we stand in so water doesn't get everywhere. We use biodegradable soap just so it doesn't affect the environment. And then it drains straight out of the van, either into a bucket or on the ground, depending on where we are. And then the shower curtain connects to the little hooks that we have in the ceiling. Use the sink faucet to give ourselves a rinse, which is huge because that way we're able to rinse off the girls most days, and especially after those particularly hot, adventurous days.
Hi guys! As you can see, I'm at a house and I'm not in my bus in the middle of nowhere, somewhere warm. And that's for a very good reason. I have some super exciting news. I sold my bus, but don't worry, I'm not getting off the road. The dream is not dead yet. I bought something new. Ta-da! I was very scared to get into this tiny living. I didn't know if I could do it. I'm a little bougie and I like my luxury. So I made sure my bus had everything. I didn't have to change the way I cook. I had an oven, I had a stove, I had a shower, I had all the power I could possibly need. Turns out for me, all of those things are important, so I will be incorporating all of those in my van build. But I was just realizing the space was just too much for me. The bus is just so big and bulky, sometimes it just feels like a chore. Okay, let me see if that is about right on the other side. Yeah, I would say that's about right. So I'm gonna just draw a little pilot hole like here. I feel like this is still the middle of the window. I'm so scared. I don't know why I'm scared. It's like the chances of me missing is very small. I'm 1 month into my build and I'm where I was at 4 months in my bus build. A lot of people ask me, do I regret starting with the bus? 100% no, I don't. I went with a bus to start because the bus was the only thing I could afford. I could not afford a ProMaster van at $30,000. That's how much I bought this used ProMaster for. My bus, I paid $4,000 for it. It's the same, but it's different compared to my bus. I always tell people my bus was the first thing I ever built, and it truly was. So I just say that for people who are like, I want to do this, but I can't build it. You can. I never built anything in my life. I learned everything on YouTube. And now I'm doing it again, and it's easier.
We will definitely continue doing RV renovations along the way because there's always things that we want to fix.
While this is functional, it got us across the country and it will get us back to California in the fall. We still have a running list of things that can always be done, and I'm excited to just kind of keep working and chipping away at it, making this the van of our dreams.